What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big O back in the building with yet another brand new video. Just like to take a second to say thank you to everyone who's tuning in. I hope all of you are having a glorious day. And since this is the end of the month, end of the year, and this is the final video of 2018, just want to get into sort of a year-end update into all of the turtles and a few of the plans that I have for the coming year, and kind of things that I want to change and stuff like that. So getting right into it, we have the infamous Montezuma, my Pacific Coast giant Mexican musk turtle, in her 75-gallon tank, which is filtered by a canister filter, Fluval FX6. Best filter I've ever owned, does a great job. We have sort of a DIY egg crate basking area / canopy situation going on here. I have a slate tile directly under the basking bulb to create a nice little toasty hot spot there. Next to that, I have my compact fluorescent UVB bulb supplying the UV. And over here I just have another UV bulb that's just really old, probably doesn't have any UV in it whatsoever, but I just use it to add a little more light to this side of the tank. In here with her, we have a bunch of fish, as you can see. Right now, I have 3 red-tailed cats, a bunch of Buenos Aires tetras, and a bunch of tiger barbs. Those orange, yellowish guys, those are actually albino tiger barbs, which are pretty cool. Don't usually like the way albino animals look, but I like these fish. I'm probably gonna get more. Definitely want to add some crayfish to this tank. Definitely want to add some snails. Definitely want to add some more fish. And I definitely would like to stop using, I want to switch out all my compact fluorescent bulbs. And on all of the tanks except one, I'm going to go for the, I can't remember if it's T5 bulbs or the T8, but it's the smaller tube fluorescence bulbs. And that's what I want to start using to supply the UV in the coming year. So like I said, all of the tanks except one will be getting that treatment. Other than that, there's not really much I want to do to this particular tank. I considered adding substrate, but it's gonna have to be, I'm still thinking about it because I just don't want any issues with the filter, because she's very energetic, and if she kicks up sand, it's gonna end up in the filter. I don't want to it's not something I want to deal with in the FX6, but it's under consideration. So yeah, moving on to the 2 40-gallon breeders that are side by side. We'll start here on the right with my adult male Escambia map turtle, who's named Esteban, and he's just looking good as ever. Beautiful animal. He's in his 40-gallon breeder, as I mentioned before, filtered by Aqua Clear 110, which is a pretty good job. He is also accompanied by several fish. We have these tetras here that I forget what they're called, but they look really nice and red. Got about 4 of them in there. And there's 2 3-Cory cats in there that I cannot see right now. And as you can see, we have the sand substrate with some river rock scattered about. Got these artificial plants. Got moss balls scattered around all over the place. The moss balls are actually real. We have some Mopati driftwood, some Malaysian driftwood. And again with the DIY basking area with the slate tile under the basking bulb. And in this setup, I have the basking bulb right here on the left and the UVB bulb on the right. Again, a compact fluorescent. This is the one that's gonna be a little different. Since he's such an avid basker, I want to try out the Zoomed, the new power. Well, it's not that new, but the Power Sun Mercury Vapor HID setup. Yeah, I want to try that, see how it works out. Looks pretty cool. But and on this side, I'll probably just put like a regular household bulb, just to kind of add more light to the other side of the tank. But other than that, there's not really much I want to change here. I think this tank is just about perfect. I'll probably add like a background to the back of the aquarium, just so it's not such a see-through kind of thing. I just like the way it looks, and it provides a little extra security for the animals, just so they feel a little more comfortable. But yeah, there's not much I want to do other than that. I was considering upgrading the filtration, but this one does a pretty good job. It's not really at the top of the list, of the top of the to-do list. But you know, eventually I might do it anyway. Moving on to the striped neck musk turtle trio. There isn't much I want to do to this tank. Probably just add a little more fish, maybe add a bunch of ghost shrimp, which is something I forgot to mention that I want to add to this tank as well. I definitely want to add tons of ghost shrimp to both of these tanks. Like I said, maybe some snails and maybe a couple more fish. But the reason I don't want to really change anything is because eventually I want to upgrade this entire, I mean, not the entire thing, but I want to upgrade these turtles to a different enclosure, something a little bit bigger. Because like I said, there are 3 of them, and I just want to give them a little more space. 2 of them aren't fully grown yet, so right now the 40-gallon breeder is working. But they will need to be upgraded eventually. Most likely to a 75-gallon tank at least. And then when I do that, everything else will get upgraded. You know, the nest box, and you know, just the entire tank would be brand new. So probably still use the same 2 filters though, which are back here. 2 aqua clear 110s, and you know, for 3 turtles and the 4 or 5 little fish that are in here, they do a really good job. The water's full almost to the top in this tank, and those 2 filters really do a pretty good job. But again, other than the lighting, this tank is pretty much going to stay the same. So moving on to the final enclosure, we have my male narrow bridge musk, Mr. Shady, in his 55-gallon tank, filled all the way to the top, which is filtered by an FX6. Again, I have a egg crate basking area with tile under the basking bulb. It's kind of my go-to thing. Here I have the compact fluorescent, which again will be getting switched out to a tube fluorescent for the UV. And this tank, I'm actually going to, this is the first tank that's going to receive an upgrade. I'm going to get a larger enclosure. Again, most likely a 75-gallon tank for this guy. It's just going to be him by himself. And I'll definitely be doing, it'll be a completely new project. I'll be adding sand, I'll be adding, you know, several different pieces of different tank furniture, a new background, a new basking area, new lighting, new everything. So, like I said, this is going to be the first one I'm going to tackle, and I really just can't wait. This was really the first step in the road to giving this little guy a complete upgrade in regard to his living situation. But I really just can't wait. It's gonna be a fun time. So yeah, look out for that. Look out for all my upcoming videos. I appreciate everybody who's rocking with me. Happy New Year. Happy reptile keeping. Keep rocking with your boy. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. When you do subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you don't miss a thing. Keep rocking with me in 2019. We're going to keep this moving. Thank you for rocking with me once again. Peace.